God says, "My child, listen carefully, the time for revelation has come. The heavens have spoken, and secret things are being revealed. What was done in darkness is now coming to light. You haven't wanted to face the truth that has been suppressed. This is now being exposed in front of your eyes, and I am doing it not to hurt you, not to shatter you, but to prepare you for what you are about to find. Shake you to the core, but do not fear, I am with you. I have always been with you, and I will stay with you through this moment of revelation, your daughter. The one you love, the one you reared, and the one you have protected, my child. There is something you don't yet know, that something has been spoken behind closed doors. Mysterious locations, the time has come to be uncovered. You cannot ignore or pretend it isn't. The truth is pounding at your door, and if you don't open it, eyes now, it will be too late. There are forces at work around. You have not seen your daughter, but there are individuals in her life who you are unaware of what is going on in her mind, heart, and soul. Has hidden from you, but I see and know all. I'm sharing this right now because time is running out. If you do not act, if you do not pray, and if you do not seek me now, the ramifications will be terrible. Do you feel the urgency? Your spirit, do you feel the weight of this? The spiritual realm is speaking at the time, and the angels are moving. That is because I am reaching out to you, urging you to listen. To take action before it is too late. The deceit has run deep, lies have been meticulously weaved, and the truth has been hidden behind mask, and for so long you have trusted. For so long, you had assumed that everything was great, but my child has not been fine, since the enemy has been working and the enemy has been speaking in the darkness and laying seeds of destruction, thinking you would not see until it was too late. Late, but I am tearing back the veil and showing you what has been. I am disclosing what has been disguised. And your daughter is not who I believe she is. Your daughter and has been keeping us secretly. Your daughter has been pursuing a road that does not appear to be. And my child, I need you to listen to me and hear what I'm saying. Because the time for ignorance is ended, the time for pretending is, the time for waiting is past, and you must face this. Now, you must open your eyes and act. Now, because if you don't, the disaster will great. There is someone in her life who you do not know. There is an influence around her that has poisoned her. There are conversations going on, plans are being discussed, and decisions are being formed. And my child, they are not for her good, they are not for yours. They are not good for your family, whom I know you adore. I know you have done everything you can to raise her. I know you've sacrificed, prayed, and fought for her. But there is a struggle going on in the spirit right now, and the forces of darkness they have set their sights on her and whispered lies to her ears, and she has began to listen. This is not just a minor mistake, this is not merely a fleeting phase. Serious, urgent, and life-altering. And if you don't interfere now, the road she's taking will lead to ruin. She has been fooled, she has been drawn into, someone has been through something far deeper and worse than you could comprehend, leading her astray. Someone who has been feeding her mind with lies, has been attempting to move her heart away from you and away from the truth, from what is right. And my child, if you do not act now. It will be too late, so I am exposing this now. I'm disclosing this now because I love you. I'm revealing this now since the enemy cannot have I made her, she belongs to me. I formed her and gave her life. I will not allow the powers of darkness to possess her. But you must pray for her. Stand, you must fight for her, and you must open your eyes to see what is happening before it is too late, and it is not just about her. Activities are not just about what she is doing, but also about what is happening in her spirit is concerned with what has taken root in her soul, and if you do not fight now, if you do not rise up now, the adversary will steal. I have the power to break through her darkness. The chains I have the power to set her. I have the power to turn things around, and I am asking you to rise. In the gap, I am calling on you to intercede, I am calling on you to seek me as never before, because this war is not just this war is yours, it is for you. Family, this war is for your legacy. Do not dismiss it. Message, do not dismiss it, do not believe that this is merely another warning because my child, this is not just another warning, this is the moment of this is the time to act. The next few days or decisions taken in the following few moments are vital. Will control what occurs next, do not wait, don't hesitate, don't let fear stop you from perceiving the truth because the truth is the exposure is here, and the revelation is what was done in the darkness is now being brought to the what was formerly spoken in private is now shouted from the rooftops and my child, you must be prepared because once you see the reality nothing will ever be the same again, and I will provide you with the necessary strength and insight. I will help you every step of the way, but you must listen, act, and go forward with faith. Knowing that I am leading you, don't let fear stop you. Do not allow uncertainty to cloud your thoughts, the truth is the time of exposure has arrived. Arrived and nothing will ever be the same again, my precious kid that I have watched over you since the time you took your first breath. Entered this world, my affection for you has never wavered. I've witnessed your hardships, silent prayers, times of delight and grief. And the ideas that you have never expressed out, I know the weight that lies on your heart, the weight you've secretly borne, the questions that keep you. I'm awake in the night today and I bring you a message. A long-held secret that you haven't been able to see, I'm disclosing the truth now because the day has arrived, the truth will shake you, but will also set you free, so do not turn away. Do not ignore what I am about to convey, and listen closely for this message. Is for you, and it is crucial. Daughter, the one you have cherished and nurtured, the one you have poured your soul into with every breath, sacrifice, and prayer, you have given her everything you could, hoping that love will be enough to protect her from the darkness of the world. You have trusted that she walked because her heart stayed pure, she was protected from illusion, but I see what you do not see, and I hear what is said. Secret, I know the depths of the heart, and what appears on the surface is not always the truth, and your daughter is not who you believe her to be, she has strayed far from the path that was laid before her, she has walked into places where my presence has been forsaken, lies have been received, and darkness has disguised itself as light, she allowed herself to be affected by forces that do not serve me and do not step in righteousness, but you have not seen it because the enemy works in ways that are sophisticated, in ways that deceive even the most. Discovering the deceit has been slow, coming in like a shadow and changing her heart. Spirit, she has spoken words that you have not heard, words that contradict the truth. She has pondered beliefs that link her with those who work against the light. Are not of me thoughts that bring her further away from the truth, thoughts that have taken root in her psyche. She has acted in ways that will crush your heart if you knew them completely, and though she has stood before you with the same face, even if she spoke to you with the same voice, her spirit has altered, and she is no longer the daughter you once knew. I knew you'd felt it, hadn't you? The brief moments of discomfort, moments when something felt strange, but you couldn't articulate why. The distance between you have noticed that something has replaced the once openness with silence. Is not right, but you ignored it, pushing it away and fooling yourself that it is only a phase, a transient moment of revolt, or confusion. Is not just a phase, it is a path, a choice, a turning point. Do not take away from what is righteous. Do not dismiss this as exaggerated. The enemy intends to work through those closest to you because he understands that the most serious wounds do not come from strangers, but from those we love. He understands that betrayal from family cuts deeper than any blade he has used to turn her heart against you, to expose her to influences that you don't recognize, and now is the moment for you to see clearly. I am revealing this because you need to know. You must open your eyes, but do not react with anger. Do not allow bitterness to take root in your heart. This is not a call to hate, reject, to destroy. This is a call to wake up and pray. Fight for her soul with insight, judgment, and unshakable faith. You must recognize that she is not beyond redemption, as no one is. My mercy is within reach, yet you cannot continue to walk in blindness. You must acknowledge what has been hidden and confront what you have. There will be fears to face, resistance. She will not want to hear the truth. She will deny, deflect, and attempts to conceal. The enemy do not yield easy what he has ensnared, but you must stand firm. You must pray without ceasing. You must cry upon my name, and I will give you strength and instruct you on what to say. You are not alone in deciding what to do and how to move on. I am with you in this war, as I have always been, and I will not abandon you now. You must be. You should not allow yourself to be fooled in any way. Longer guard your heart, but do not close it. Express truth, but do so with love. Don't let manipulation cloud your judgment. There may be instances when you will feel tired and wonder if is there any hope, when you worry whether she will ever return to the path of righteousness, but do not give up. I am the God who restores. I am the God who breaks bonds. I am the deity who brings back the lost, yet, you must continue to struggle. You must continue to remain firm in faith and pray. Waver, this message is for you. It is not by chance that you have. It's not a coincidence that these words have reached you right now. My hand has guided you here, and my voice is speaking to you right now. Now listen, hear my words, and open your eyes. See, The time for ignorance is past, the time for action has. You now have the option to dismiss this message and pretend nothing has been disclosed, so continue to wander in the illusion of tranquility, or you can stand in truth even when it's difficult. I've placed this revelation that contradicts all you thought you understood before you because I know you are strong enough to bear it. I know you have the heart to seek mine, will to trust my guidance, to walk in my ways, even when it. Don't be afraid of unpleasant situations. Don't let the opponent convince you that everything is hopeless, lost. I am with you and will never leave you. I will walk with you through this storm and I'll guide you to victory, but you must trust. You must seek me and be strong in faith. Your daughter is not beyond salvation, but she needs you to stand for when she can't stand up for herself. She needs you to pray for her. Does not have the strength to pray. She needs you to love her with a love that is not blind, but with a love that fights for truth, that refuses to tolerate falsehoods, that desires redemption above anything. Otherwise, this is my message to you. Do not take it. The struggle has already begun, so don't look away. Victory is in my hands. Trust me, and you will see the force of my truth, justice, and mercy unfolds before you. Eyes, I love you, I have always loved. And because I love you, I reveal what must be revealed. Keep strong, stay awake and close to me, my sweet beloved. God is reaching out to you right now, whispering truths that have not changed. Hidden, revealing what your heart has been longing for. Understand that this is not an ordinary message or something to be taken lightly. It is a divine revelation, a summoning, a moment of tremendous awakening that will alter everything. God has picked you for this message because He understands your heart, your challenges, your questions, and the quiet conflicts that only He has saw. You must listen closely because time has. God is revealing what has been concealed, and He is doing so not to harm, but to lead you into His divine truth. Your daughter, oh how wonderful she is. He has been at the core of something far greater than what you can discern with your human eyes. She is part of a heavenly design. The enemy has tried to hide it from you. The powers of darkness have worked tirelessly to cover the light that shines inside her. Nonetheless, God is removing the barrier. You may find this difficult to believe. Perhaps doubts will sneak in, whispering that this cannot be true, but God's voice is obvious. Says His message is plain. You must know this truth today because it will set you free. You have prayed, waited, and sought answers, and today God He is responding, and you should not be. The fear is not from Him. What He discloses may shake you, but it will not destroy you. Rather, it will fortify you and lead you into the purpose that God has planned for you. And your daughter has been designated for something remarkable even before she was born. God had a purpose for her, and He created her in the secret spot. He breathed His Spirit into her, preparing her for something beyond human. One, she has a calling, mission, and divine anointing that though the world is not yet prepared to see what the enemy knows. This is why confusing trials and attacks have occurred. Struggles have surrounded her life, but it was never because she was lost. or abandoned it was because she is the chosen ones faced the greatest battles. Perhaps you've seen signals, maybe there have been moments when you sensed something stirring deep within your spirit, you brushed it off aside, perhaps you dismissed it as a mere coincidence. Imagination, but God says no more will you live, you will no longer doubt what I have spoken, and you will no longer dismiss it is time to embrace who I am. Demonstrating the need of covering your daughter in prayer like never before. Previously, the enemy attempted to deceive her and lead her away. God is stepping in despite her intention to cause confusion and diversion. When He says enough, His strong hand moves. Power is destroying every chain. He is uprooting every falsehood. Taken root, He is cutting down every force that has attempted to steal her. Destiny is not lost. She is not beyond redemption, regardless of what you have seen. Regardless of what you've heard or what has caused you to doubt God's word, finally, she belongs to Him, and He's fighting for your faith, prayers, and unwavering faith in God's ability will change the course of her journey. Do not give in to fear, do not let the enemy confuse you into thinking this battle is already lost. It is. God is still writing her story, the end has not yet arrived. His grasp is upon her life, you must declare His promises over. You must intercede on her behalf and speak life where there has been death, speak life light where there has been darkness and hope. Where there was despair, God gave you spiritual authority, you are not powerless. Weak, you are a warrior in His land, and your voice carries power. Every prayer you speak shocks the spiritual realm. Heavens, every time you call upon His name, angels, each declaration of faith shifts this is not the time to doubt. This is the time to stand firm. You must trust Him. Complete even when you don't comprehend, even when the road ahead of you trust appears unclear, even when terror tries to seize your heart. His methods are higher than ours, and His thoughts go beyond ours. Comprehension, He sees what we cannot and understands what is concealed, and faithful, He will not fail. If you've ever pondered why anything happened, you're not alone. The way they did, why your daughter has taken the path she has, and doors have opened and others have closed, so nothing has been in. Every moment has been part of a divine. Every struggle, adversity, and painful moment has been orchestrated. Sculpting, refining, and preparing her for what is to come. Come, don't gaze at her with human eyes, but through God's eyes. See her as He sees her, a treasured daughter, a chosen vessel for a warrior. His kingdom sees the purpose in her, even though it is concealed beneath despite her inability to see it, her challenges speak over her fate. She prophesies life over herself, even when she feels lost. God is asking you to rise and be the prayer warrior, to be an unshakable force of faith. The intercessor must stand in the gap. That the enemy cannot shake your love, prayers, or faith. Will act as a shield for her and a weapon against the darkness, will be the force that brings her back into alignment with God's will. No mistake is too big. There is no sin so profound that God cannot. He is the deity of restoration and the God of the second. Chances are He is the God who calls the lost back home, and He's calling her. He is now drawing her back, and the chains are breaking, the veil is lifting, his voice is reaching her. Heart, you must believe and hang on to this truth, regardless of what you perceive in the natural. Understand that the spiritual war victory has already been achieved. He has the final say. He's moving, working, and will not fail. Now is the time to walk into faith like never before. Before now is the time to pray as if everything depends. It is now time to declare His word with unwavering. Stand confidently and firmly. God is with him as he stands firm in his vows. He has never left you. Will you be secure? You are. He protects you with his presence and his affection. He is speaking. Moving, he is displaying faith and obedience. Follow him, the time is now. The truth has been disclosed, walk forth in trust, for his glory is coming to be seen. Amen.